this is the menu here.
Oh my goodness, that's a big menu. There's some coconut oil that goes on it.
Yes, it has to be.
Oh, I love the aroma of that masala in this, huh?
Oh, lovely. This is a delicacy. Bagda Ambat. Bagda Ambat.
Bagda Ambat.
Yes.
With the kotto, okay.
Yes.
There's a bit of an aroma of that leaf even that comes in, gets into the kotto. That's the bitter gourd again, right? Yeah. Not so much, not so much.
But you must try it. Just try
Okay.
Yeah, it is sweet.
Oh, this bitter gourd is delicious. I don't think there was ever a time where I reached for a second spoon of the bitter gourd.
Just as I was completing the book, our daughter called me up and then she told me that her best friend's daughter, 2-year-old daughter, was diagnosed with cancer. Then and there I made up my mind that yes, this is for whatever income, whatever I get from this, it's going to go towards the child's treatment.
She wants to leave as a legacy for her grandchildren.
I found in it simple lessons that many of us can use in our day-to-day lives.
These were put here because every morning I want to wake up and I say I'm doing the book for my grandkids. But then I had a lot of students, a lot of youngsters could benefit. So my friend said, why don't you do it for everyone? Yes. I have used certain tools and tips to better my life. And that's why I call it my life hacks. We call it Patrado. Yeah. I want to show you how to make it. So I will just take a little of this and smear it onto this. Apply it in all the possible sides. This is what is on the platter today.
Menu.
And this is the menu here.
Oh my goodness, that's a big menu. You got the kotto, patrado, the tonle beba upkari.
And I've explained the dishes here so that.
Fantastic.
So I have explained it in, it took me quite a while to do it, but I said I have to do it.
I think you've gone all out with this.
As a teacher, we focus on these small things which, which go a long way. These small things which count.
Told you so many times about Kala's place. How you feel at home here, and where we want to have chai in the balcony there. So finally you got to come and see the place.
There's some coconut oil that goes on it.
Yes, it has to go. Children eat yam like this, So something.
Thank you. Oh, so it's kind of almost fried like a fritter.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the aroma of that masala in this, huh? Chicken sukka.
Mango special.
I think this is a problem of plenty. So I don't know where to begin. Of course, Kala has got some of the patrode and some of the arbi. What we call the Swarna Gadde. Is that what you call in konkani as well? Surna. Oh, I like the fact that you made that into a fritter of sort.
Yes. We make it even of bitter. We make it of bitter gourd. We make it of the. Children eat it. Correct.
So you dice it fine and then you deep fry it.
Deep fry.
So you make sure that kids even eat it.
Yes.
Lovely.
So I want you to taste what she liked. That is this. Yeah, you liked it, right?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Oh, lovely. This is a delicacy. Bagda Ambat. Bagda Ambat.
Bagda Ambat.
Yes.
With the kotto, okay.
Yes. Pasta. Right.
This is a Bagda Ambat.
The sprouted cowpea. What I showed you, that karamani. That one.
That's very good. The Mangalore cucumber, the sautekai, wasn't my favorite vegetable growing up.
Correct.
But now I've come to appreciate it because whatever curry you put it in, it absorbs everything, no?
Yes. Then you must try this pickle. It's made of mango cucumber.
Oh really? Mangalore cucumber pickle?
Yes. You must taste it with the kotto.
Thank you. Tasting many new things here today, huh?
Maybe you're tasting home cook authentic mangalorean.
Courtesy the recipes that come from
Handed down.
handed down from.
Bangla Ambat is from my mom.
Oh, okay. So it's a collaboration between your mom and
Yes.
his mom.
Yes.
Mother and mother-in-law.
You know, surprisingly, that sauteka is quite crunchy.
That's what.
Unlike the cooked form.
Correct.
So I guess here all the moisture escapes.
Correct.
Huh?
I know. So it's nice. You can like bite into it.
I mean, for a sec, if I didn't know what it was, I probably think it's carrot or something like that,
Correct.
right? So is that pickle also made at home or?
Yes, very much.
Oh, you make it at home?
100%.
Oh, wonderful. But I'm really enjoying this. This.
So mellow, Kripal is so nice and you know.
I'm tasting the flavor of the sprouts,
Yes.
the vegetables, right? Which is what it should be.
Which is true. Yeah, not covered with the masala.
Yeah. There's a little bit of coconut that goes into it.
Very much.
Um,
Coconut beer. The same staple thing, but the seasoning will be different. The tadka is onion. Here, ginger and raw onion, right? This is caramelized.
Okay. So that's what makes that difference.
The difference,
Okay. This is like a buffet, a sit-down buffet.
Better that way.
This is a meal that you want to really spend time with, right? You spend time on. There's a bit of an aroma of that leaf even that comes in, gets into the kotto. I think what's interesting here is your ratio as well. So you're using one measure of uddu to 2 measures of rice.
Rice. But then one is boiled rice and one is raw rice. Those are
That's right.
Yeah. The idli rice.
When you add the boiled rice, I mean, that's again a tradition that's come.
That also is being handed down.
So your philosophy is not to question traditions.
Yes.
Huh?
Just, if it works, it works. That's it. Yeah.
That's right. What's the point in questioning
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
There is something that's working beautifully well.
Correct. Yes.
So good.
Give him more vegetarian. Once he starts the fish, I don't think he'll go back to vegetarian.
No, I will. Come on. What is
I'm
it?
so happy he enjoyed the bagda, but
This is something I don't know. I have to get.
you taste that and you tell me what it is.
So there's a lot of guessing game.
Yes. It is sweet, spicy, and tangy. Nice. Yeah.
Kripal, you must try this karela.
Yeah.
Mine is Andhra style karela. This is in a different league.
So this is a steamed patrode.
Steamed.
You don't. There's also another version of patrode where they fry it, right? After
So now
steaming
this-
it.
Yeah, after you steam it, you cut it into slices. You roll it in, rice flour, and then you can shallow fry it.
Yeah. The masala. I mean, again, it's very mild. I think that's what I find. Coconut is just like the oil that you put on top is very quickly absorbed. You can't really taste it.
No, correct. It gets
Yeah. Very nice. Very gentle.
very mild. So these are recipes which will not upset the
Stomach and the
Yeah.
flavors are very nice.
Yeah. Today, of course, because it's a feast, I have used these kind of fried preparations and all. But otherwise, it's not like.
No wonder Dr. Ravi is looking very happy today.
I've never seen so much of food on the table.
Really? So you should call me more often. This chicken sukka,
You loved it?
I just love it. I loved it when I smelled it, but as I'm tasting it, I'm loving it even more. You know what's nice? Sometimes with chicken, broiler chicken, the seasoning doesn't seep all the way in. But here, I can taste it. And also the roasted spices to make the coconut masala, very good. This reminds me, in the good old days, when I was growing up in Bombay, that's when I tasted the first chicken sukka. In Bombay, we had a culture of permit rooms. And a staple snack would be a chicken sukka. Some days my father would bring a chicken sukka, which was made at some specific places. And that is the flavor that I'm registering now. This is like a very classic, traditional, old-fashioned chicken sukka. And also, sukka, you want to get that coconut on the bite. It should not be pasty. It was so good. Shri, I really wish you could have tasted it. So good. I think after you sell out all your copies of my life hacks, I think there's scope for a recipe book too.
No, but actually you won't believe, Kripal. I want to bring out the similarities of cooking with finance.
Of cooking with finance.
Yeah. Both are something that which one must do, like driving. These are all life skills, right? So I want people to, like, because of those financial jargons, people are put off with finance. But it sounds complicated, but it's just like cooking. Like when you break it down into digestible bites, you come to know what are the ingredients. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Finance is not.
Next, I'm going to taste the Phodis. Jeev kadgi, and I've got some of the Karela, the sweet potato.
Yes. And then you have the parwal.
That is the parwal.
And then you will have the teasel. Have you taken the teasel? The phagil. Yeah.
Ah, the fagil, which I could not taste in the last video.
Oh.
This is what I'm going to taste first. Rice flour, this thing for the crumbing.
The same masala what you put for fish, the same masala we apply for this and keep. And fry it just the way we do for the fish.
What I like in all the dishes that I'm tasting is the masala, the seasoning is just so that you can still taste the ingredient. Like here I can taste the character of the fagil. And for example with this parwal, now it's a lot pulpier than the fagil.
Okay.
Right?
Okay,
It's a little more fleshy.
Yes.
So good.
5 days in a week sometimes.
So all my meals at home now are all vegetarian. All my whole meals at home. So if I'm eating non-vegetarian, maybe if I step out somewhere for a shoot or whatever. And my policy is if I don't have the camera on, I don't eat.
Yeah.
So the eating has to be for a purpose.
Camera is there, that's why I told him to eat.
Very rarely do I. But yeah, I mean, so I think now 70% of my intake is vegetarian. Yeah.
That's what happens, no? As you
Yeah.
grow older, probably.
Yeah.
The taste buds also, no? That's what I say, no? A wholesome food is like the thali, no? Initially, you will have more of rice when you're young. As you grow into your 30s, 40s, you start having more of this and less of
It's called
rice.
Dali Thove.
Similar.
Yeah.
This is like,
Yeah. It's like a
It's a
dal.
must.
So nice.
My grandpa used to tell me, Kala, God's flour, you may miss putting flour on God, but you will not miss the dal in the house.
That's the bitter gourd again, right? Not so much, not so
But
much.
you must try. Just try.
Okay.
You will want more.
Enough.
Give me a little. Yeah, give me a little. It's a big hit, now. This
Yeah.
particular, yeah.
Shri also does a very good bitter
Yeah,
gourd.
mine is also people like it, but like I'm liking it more because it's not prepared by me.
Oh. I think what's nice here is that you got this entire cloves of garlic.
Yeah, it is sweet, it is spicy, hot, everything in the right combination.
Oh, this bitter gourd is delicious. So it's got the flavor of the garlic, but the sweetened flavor of the garlic along with its savory character, and then that sweetness. So do you also add some jaggery into it?
Yes.
Ah.
The thing is, it doesn't look appetizing because there's no, it's not decorated or anything.
Some red chilies, crushed red chilies that go into it.
That go into the season.
The tadka,
The tadka is just garlic and red chilies.
So the bitter gourd you what?
I cut it semi-circle, cook it with green chilies and tomatoes, and then I decant the water, and then put this tadka, put this into it, and add the jaggery.
Oh, this is quite special, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Not very attractive to look at.
Yeah, it's so tasty. That's why I told you I'll put more. See, he's having it. I know this taste.
I don't think there was ever a time where I reached for a second spoon of the bitter gourd. Kala, what do you call this?
Karate talasani.
Karate
Talasani.
talasane.
Yeah, talasani means garlic and red chilies.
It's like halwa.
I swear.
So the jaggery, I think that's what the jaggery does. It also makes it a little viscous, a little jammy.
It's like it's like.
And that garlic is absolutely delicious.
I'm so happy. Yeah, sure.
Well, if you've got the recipe from what Kala just said, try it at home. Absolutely delicious. I think this is the jammiest
Become the surprise package.
Karela that I've tasted.
It steals the show.
Now we're going to taste some of the motiale.
Yes.
The silver fish, the sort of fish that you can eat akha, just like that.
Yes. Just like the tender cashew, no?
If you want your calcium, that's the fish to eat.
In fact, that just with some ganji, that's all you need. Plain ganji. Just mash that into the ganji so it gives releases some of its masala.
Yes.
That's all. Now it's time to turn our attention to the
Fish.
yeah, the flavor of the ginger,
Yes. Yes.
the warmth of the ginger. I'm tasting in that manji Alle Piyava.
Yes. Manji. Yes. Please be scarf for us. I don't really, yeah. And this is much easier.
Especially the chutneys, right?
So good.
Chutney, it has to be no hand. No mixing at all in the house.
This is a nice size of the pomfret. Huh? This
You
is
should take the.
this is just correct size.
Yeah. But I'm happy it turned out the way it should, and
I know yesterday
I have-
somebody was little hesitant that I knew I could sense. That's why I told Kripal, this girl is like me.
No, because see, the sprouts get, if 1 minute more the sprouts can get
With
overcooked.
us, please feel very comfortably.
See, at the end of the day, home food, each home will have its own nuances. Like I've tasted the Alle Piyava many a times.
Yeah.
I've tasted like Machli in Mangalore. That's owned by
Correct.
Vicky, is a GSB.
Huh.
So their style of making an Alle Piyava is slightly different.
Right. Okay.
But I think what one should look at is every home, every preparation will have its own nuances.
Yes.
If you appreciate that, then you'll enjoy it.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll constantly be comparing, no? Like even in a Amchi Gele home,
Yeah. Yeah.
you may make an Alle Piyava in certain way. Some other home may make it slightly differently because that is the tradition, that is the krama, right? That they have come with. And I think that's the beautiful thing about food. And that's what makes it enjoyable. Otherwise, you could be eating a McDonald's burger. Everything is the same. Yeah.
See, in your sister's place, it will be the same food, maybe little different. The hand, right?
Yes.
And miru.
Yeah,
You know.
the water.
Also, your state of mind. Like for example, it happens to me whenever I descend Charmadi Ghat or Shiradi. I feel a little more South Canara genes.
He says the same thing.
Something
when
happens to
down
me.
the Yaga.
So if I can speak 2 words of Tulu, otherwise I can speak 10 words. So it's all that,
It becomes a totally, like with all the servers and all, we'll be speaking, Kripal, what are you saying? Like
It's that connect, no? It just happens.
Pokada or something he will be saying.
Your roots are awakened.
And he's
I love the flavor of the ginger in that Alle Piyava.
Ravi relaxed.
Do you also make a hinga udda?
Yes,
Huh?
of course, with prawns.
No, okay, put a little bit. Very little. But not so much, not so much, please. Half. She's taking full advantage.
Because this I'm going to learn from Kala.
This is very good.
yes,
Very
yes,
excellent.
I give him
This was a find of
The
the
surprise.
surprise. Of course, I mean, all these other dishes too I've tasted, but I've enjoyed it. But this was a surprise, a shockingly pleasant surprise. I didn't know that bitter gourd could have such a delicious avatar.
Thanks to the jaggery.
The jaggery makes it a little jammy.
Jammy.
Correct.
All of you have eaten. I'm the only one still plodding on.
Actually, I finished me and Ravi, I think the
We are
same
quite
place.
fast in eating. We finish it.
The flavors are so mild. I mean, I've eaten so many dishes, but I'm not feeling the burden on my stomach and also the burden in your mind.
Right.
You're not feeling guilty. I think definitely that other book even.
He is going to launch fast.
Yeah. If I get invited for another meal like this, why not? We'll launch 1,000 books.
This is made of
Mangalore cucumber, Sauteca. This is a revelation to me. So this is, to me, the texture is like that carrot if you pickle. No, that's the.
Correct.
In my mind, a Mangalore cucumber. I used to, when we were kids, I would tell my mom, noli, meaning it's very
It's
mushy.
Yeah,
That's why
correct,
as
correct.
kids you would never like it.
Don't like that.
But now you
Yes.
appreciate that character. But so I've never really, for me, this is a new thing. I've never encountered a.
Actually, you can put even raw cauliflowers.
Mm,
Cauliflower, so you get that crunchy thing. No? Yeah.
yeah,
So
very good, excellent.
it gives that little kick,
Yeah.
no?
So you make it fresh and
Hingu.
Yeah. Actually, you can just keep it for maximum 1 week.
that's all.
Not more than that.
It's so good. This. In the seasoning, what do you do with the Dali Thove? Sasve,
You just
hingu?
cook plain dal and then just get it to the required consistency, boil it, and just the tadka is so important. It's given with ghee.
Yeah.
The ghee tadka, that makes all the difference. Sasve, red chilies, hing,
Hingu.
and curry patta. That's all.
Hingu is very important, no?
Yes.
GSB food.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Ginger,
Yeah,
garlic.
Yeah.
Big meal, to put it in conservative terms. We're all taking a nice, we're almost lulled into a stupor, a delicious stupor. Courtesy that meal. Thank you so much.
I can't believe I actually cooked a feast which was which you enjoyed so much.
I enjoyed it
Yes.
thoroughly. I enjoyed every dish that we tasted, whether it was that pickle which came as a revelation, that cucumber pickle,
Yes.
the various Phodis. I got to taste the fagil Phodi today. There was one of you who had commented that I should have tasted the fagil Phodi. Well, I tasted that. And then of course all the
Karela.
Karela, what did you call it?
That Karatai Talasane.
Karatai
Talasane.
Talasane.
Yes.
And that sukka, which took me back to the way I think a sukka should be prepared.
Yeah.
Delicious. Of course, the Alle Piyava and all of that.
Yes.
So, needless to say, we are grateful.
Satiated. Yes.
We are satiated, we are grateful. But thank you so much,
Our pleasure,
for
yes.
Hosting us at your home.
Right. Our pleasure.
And the one thing that we should definitely talk about is the fact that the book
Yes.
is also going to support.
Right. Actually, just as I was completing the book, our daughter called me up and then she told me that her best friend's daughter, 2-year-old daughter, was diagnosed with cancer. And Neha was visibly upset. So she said, we got to help out because the treatment is going to be over 1 crore of rupees in the next 1 year. Because the child will need chemo, radiation and lot of immunotherapy medicines which come from abroad. So there are a lot of taxes and all for that.
Okay.
And then she will need a stem cell treatment.
Okay.
So all this is going to cost over, I think, 1 crore 25 lakhs or something. So, and there was no time to start, the treatment had to just start.
Okay.
So how do you mobilize that kind of money?
How old is the child?
Born during the COVID times.
Oh, okay.
Not yet 3, 2 years, 8,
okay.
9 months. So then immediately she was very upset. So I just told her, Neha, let's do one thing. I will be very happy if the proceeds of this book goes towards this cause. So then and there I made up my mind that yes, this is for whatever income and whatever I get from this, it's going to go towards the child's treatment. And luckily, because I've given some interviews in the Konkani circle and all, there are people who are, buying the book to aid this cause. So through your channel too, I request that people support this child.
There are many books that one sees, but there are few books that are so high in terms of utility, in terms of the value that it brings, you being able to use it. I think that's what...
Hopefully you can take tips from it to improve in 1% in few areas of your life, no? Even that 1%, but you have to do it, right? So once you read it and you can even take 5 key takeaways, I will be more than happy.
Fantastic. Yes. So I'm going to place a link to the book in the description below, and do buy the book for yourself, your family and friends, and in doing so you will not only enrich your lives but will also be contributing to save.
Kripal, I can tell you that one drop of love to a person who is going through an ocean of pain. Yes.
And you too can show some love by clicking on the link in the description below and getting your copy of Kala Kudva's
My Life Hacks.
My Life Hacks.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, same here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this watch. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you. We'll see you. The boss is right there. We'll see you on the next one. Right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Godda khichdi we call it, that is broken wheat with chana dal. The trick is the chana dal should be intact.
Correct.
It should not, yeah.
It should not be totally
It should not be mush.
So the chana dal has to have a bit of a bite. And what is that? It's like a paisam, is it?
Doodh pak
Doodh pak
with sabudana.
with sabudana.
Yes, so that's a very konkani dish.
This is rather rich, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicely, milk is like nicely.
it's very-
This is Shree's kind of dessert.
Yeah.
She likes all these things which are milky and stuff.